Yes, so we're basically talking about gun and knife crime and violence in London because it's the 25th anniversary of Stephen Lawrence's death and murder. How do you think life has changed in the 25 years since his death?
I just think that justice still doesn't prevail. Like, I think the way that like justice is, maybe it might not be as overt, but it's still covert. So whilst you might not get few racist people coming up in your face, maybe things in the workplace or an undertone of racism and stuff like that.
I don't even think it's covert anymore, because with the Windrush thing that happened this week, it says a lot about it. Do you know anyone affected by that?
Me personally not, but I've seen like David Lammy in a House of Commons and so on and so forth voicing his opinion, and yeah, I co-sign what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying.
What do you agree with stop and search, and what do you think of the new stop and search mandate coming back into power?
Nah, I don't agree with it. They're trying to say that stop and search will contribute to stopping the problems of knife crime, gun crime, so on and so forth, but that's not going to the root cause of the problem. And that's what I take issue with, is that why doesn't the government go to the root cause of why the youth now want to carry out violence and want to kill each other? When you do that, you won't have to do stop and search. That's like my view on things.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's your views of the recent state of murders and knife crime in London?
Well, I'm appalled by it. I think I'm saddened by it at the same time, and I wish that we could all come together and actually find a solution to end the whole issue, because it's getting out of hand, and it's not just affecting blacks, it's affecting whites, it's affecting Asians. There's got to be something that's got to be done.
Yeah. Do you think the police are policing this properly with stop and search and all of that, or do you think that's not helping the situation?
It's not really helping the situation, because in my opinion, okay, so you do stop and search, but you can't stop and search everyone. No. You know, there are people that will avoid those kind of situations. So in my opinion, it's like it needs to be from communities, parents, everyone just getting together and trying to sort it out.
Young kids yourself?
Yeah, I do. Well, not young kids, but I have older kids, yeah.
Are you fearful for them growing up in this kind of community?
I was, but they're older now, but I still fear for my nieces, my nephews, because at the end of the day, it's not just somebody else's problem, it's a community problem.
It is.
So, you know, we need to find a solution to stop this.
Thank you very much.
And also, I think that the police have a great deal of responsibility in the sense that a lot of these drugs and things like that, who brings it in here?
I think personally that is pretty unacceptable, especially the fact that we got higher crime rates, knife crime rates than New York. So it kind of shows a lot that London is becoming a more dangerous place to live in. Yeah.
Thank you. Same to you.
Well, I think that it's really appalling for the government side. Of course, people shouldn't be murdered in the first place, but I feel that the issue's not being addressed properly. We need radical approaches. Stop and search, things like this won't be enough. We need new initiatives to make sure that this doesn't happen, because otherwise it will just keep increasing.
Okay, then cool. So what do you think about the new stop and search laws?
Well, at the end of the day, I think it falls down to how ethnic minorities see themselves in Britain. We don't have a strong ethnic minority police force as compared to America. As far as I know, in America, there's a lot more black, Asian police officers. I've seen more police officers, ethnic minority police officers on the street, but we need fair balanced police officers for the stop and search to become acceptable, because at the end of the day, anyone can carry a knife. It's not based on race.
Well, personally, I just think it's like inconvenient for everyone in the environment, because like it just stops us from, it stops certain people, like it makes me more wary, and like it stops me from like wanting to go out at night, wanting to go on motives and stuff. So it's just like disrupting the way I'm living.
So it's basically affecting your life, you think? What about you?
I feel like it's just getting a bit too close to home right now. Like it's never.
Last night.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know about that one, but
yeah,
it's all over the place right now. It's like this summer's not even going to be a proper summer, so where everyone's just going to have to be chilling inside, because you don't know what could happen when you go out now. So yeah.
So what do you think of the new police bringing in stop and search rules? Do you think that's going to help the situation, or it's going to make it worse?
It can go both ways, because like the other day I got stopped on search, but then I didn't see an issue with it because it has to be done now, innit? Like you can't you can't let like any leniency with anyone nowadays. So it's got to be done.
Yep. What about you?
Yeah, I was with him when we both got stops and searched, so it was just like...
How did you find the experience? Did you find it...
It was alright because obviously we didn't have anything like there was nothing there's nothing incriminating to say that they had to rough us up or anything. Like we just
Were they polite or were they violent with you guys?
yeah, the person that said, because there was like quite a lot of them, the person that searched us, like she was alright. Like the one that done me, she was alright. But there was like another van that pulled up, and then there was like a police in the van. He was like looking for, like screwing us basically, like, just giving us a look.
Did it feel intimidating or?
Yes and no at the same time. 18.
Yeah, I'm 19 as well, yeah.
18 and 19. You're talking about knife crime since it's the 25th anniversary of Stephen Lawrence's death. Do you think policing has changed over the last 25 years since his death?
Definitely.
For the better or for the worse?
It hasn't got any better. It hasn't got any better. So...
What do you think of the recent state of all the knife crimes and the violence in London?
It's a travesty. It is a travesty. People killing people, black on black. No.
What do you think could be done about it, and who do you think's to blame in regards to this situation?
Oh, there's so many factors, you know, so many factors. I don't think the blame can be apportioned to any one particular influence. Its influence is right across the board.
Do you hate it being called a black on black crime and being called our community? When certain things happen within other communities, it's said as a British problem, but when it's happened to our community, it's called our community. Do you think that's an issue with this country, whereby they like to apportion blame to communities when it suits them?
I can understand why it's done. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can understand why it's done, and it's, you know, money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.